Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing some example solves on the 3x3. I decided to do this video to help some of you guys out and to help me out as well. Basically I average like around sub 20. I still get a lot of times that aren't sub 20 though, and so it's not quite an extremely consistent average. But I've been practicing for a comp and I want to get a sub 20 average during the comp. Basically, for those of you out there that are a lot better than me, be sure to give me some tips because I could really use them. And then for you guys that are maybe around like sub 30 or somewhere, or trying to get sub 30, hopefully this will be helpful. Maybe even some of you that are approaching sub 20. I think my F2L is pretty efficient, but I'm not sure how my look ahead is. Any tips though would be appreciated. Anyways, we're just gonna go right in. So this is the first scramble right here. I see a cross piece right here, which is opposite, and then we got this one over here, which is solved, and then I can make this an opposite. So what I would probably do is, because this is already opposite, I can create an opposite cross piece by doing this, by matching this up with the orange and then inserting it in. And then to do this green piece and this solved piece here, what we can do is we can set this up so that we can insert it in, but we don't want to insert it in right now because that would just mess up our opposite cross piece that we did. So what we can do is we can do a D2 prime specifically, so that we can insert this green piece with it. And now these three are solved, and then this one in the back hasn't been messed up, so we can just do a B2 to insert it, and that's how I would do my cross. So as I did that, I saw these two back here. So to do these two, we can just pair them up like this. We can move this corner piece back here, do a U2 to set it up so that it's facing towards us. And then when we bring this back up, we'll see that this is also here as well. And so we can just insert this in from the top layer by doing an RUR prime like that. And then for our next pair, we actually have that same thing. We have a really easy insert right here as well. And I was thinking about, I probably wouldn't do this from the back because there's not much to see here, so I'd probably do this from the front. And as I did that, I saw these and this as well. So to be honest, I know that I'm gonna have to insert, I'll probably end up having to insert this from facing this direction. So I could probably just insert this piece right here, over here like this. We can just hide this back here and then pair them up like that. And then we can just insert that over here. And then now that we've done that, we have these two right here, and this is actually really easy. This is actually perfectly set up so that we can pair this. All we need to do is just hide this corner back here, so that when we move this piece over, we can bring this back up and then insert the pair in. And then that is our F2L. We have OLL now. I don't know full OLL, and this is a case specifically that I don't know. So now we just do 2-look OLL. And then finally we have our PLL case. This is an F perm. So, yep. Oh shoot. And yeah, that's it. What I can see in this scramble is that we don't have any cross pieces in the bottom layer. We have these two right here, this one, which is an opposite. So what I might be able to do for this, I'm not sure. This isn't the kind of cross where you can very clearly see what you would do. But what I think I could do is I would probably make this an opposite so that I can insert this, and then we got two opposites here. And then we can easily insert both of these pieces. Once we do a D, afterwards we can insert these two as well, so that when we do a D after that, the whole cross will be solved. So that's probably what I would do to do the cross. Anyways, we have F2L now. I see these two pieces right here, the red-blue and the red-blue over here as well. And actually, this is pretty easy. We can just move this up into the top layer, and then bring this back down so that it's set up so that we can easily insert that into the back right here. And then as I did that, I saw these two, and this is also pretty easy. We can just do an RUR prime to pair them up in the back here, and then insert right in front. And then finally, we have this pair, which is actually already set up to be inserted. And so yeah, it doesn't really matter if we insert this from the back or front. It's not quicker because we were facing sideways from it. And yeah, we can just insert that in. And then there is another pair right here. I got, this is not a good case, and a lot of people do this differently. Some people just intuitively handle it. Some people do an algorithm for it. What I do is I just take the entire pair out like this, And then this is a case that I already know how to do, so I would just solve it like I normally would. And then we have OLL and PLL. Alright, here is the next scramble. This one seems like it might be easier, actually. This one's a lot easier. So, as you can see, we got 2 solved pieces right here, and we got this up here as well, which isn't solved, and neither is this. So, what I would probably do, the only thing that might be difficult about this is having to handle this piece, but I would probably just do it like this in an actual solve. I would probably just start by inserting this one, and then we can do a U to move this over, and then insert these both. Then as I'm inserting this, as you know, it was right here. As I'm inserting this, I wouldn't just insert it right in, because then this would put this orange piece in a difficult situation to insert. So what we could do is, as I'm inserting this, I can just do a U2, so that this is moved over to the back piece, and then move this in, and then finally move that back piece in as well. And then we're on F2L now. Got a really nice case right here. We can just split these 2 up in the top layer, and then insert, and then we have these 2 right here. So what we can do for this pair right here is we can basically move this over into the back, and we can actually split these up in the back. And to do this, we can just move this piece down, and then move this over to the left side of the cube, and then when we move this back up, we got a really easy insert that we can do. And then finally, we actually have 2 left. And then we got this case right here, and this is actually going to be really easy because we have this slot free here, and if we didn't, I would do it differently, but because we do, all we need to do is just hide this piece over here, move this over, and then when we move this up, we'll have a really easy insert, just like that. And then finally, this case right here, I actually learned an algorithm for, and what we can do for this is we can just do, this is actually an OLL case. It's just the F unsexy F prime, and what that does is that pairs them up for us, and so we can just insert that. And then OLL, don't know if OLL still. And then finally, and then G perm, which this is actually a G perm case that I do like doing. 2 of them I like, 2 of them I don't like. In that case, I got a good one, so that's good enough for me. Alright, here's the next scramble. Let's see. So, for this one, doesn't look like the best case. What we could probably do is, I know one thing we could do. We could insert these 2 right here, these 2 pieces right here really easily. So I would probably just do something like this. I would just match this up with the green piece, and then I can actually insert these both at the same time, so that when I do insert this green piece, we can insert the orange as well. But then we're stuck with a not good case like this, so what I can do is I could easily insert this, or not easily, I could insert this blue piece by offsetting the cross by D, sorry, I accidentally did D prime, and then we can insert this to D prime, and the cross is solved. And then for this, we could just do F, line this up with the red, which is over here. If you know your color scheme, do F prime and then insert that. Not sure if that was the best way to handle that cross, but it was hopefully okay. Anyways, going into F2L, we could do these 2 over here. This isn't quite a case that I really like getting, because you really have to. Usually, it requires a cube rotation, or at least that's the way I do it. So to do these 2, we can just move this piece over here, and then they're set up perfectly. So we can just move that back up, and then insert that back in there. And then we can do these 2 pieces right here. This isn't the same case, it's actually different. I actually learned algorithms for these cases for some reason, because when I learned F2L, I just decided to learn a bunch of algorithms, which is kind of stupid. But basically, we just do U, R, U2, R2, and then that sets them up. It sets the pair up right here, actually, so that when we can just move this over, fix our cross and do that. So yeah, then we see these 2 in the top layer, and what we can do for this is, this is pretty easy. We can just move this corner in the back here, which sets them up to be inserted. Then we have our next pair right here. This is easy. We can just move this over and bring the corner up so that we can insert it. Okay, so OLL, and then we have another A perm. And that's it. So this is our final solve. I'll try and make this the best one, hopefully. So, in this case, let's see. So, what I might actually do is I actually might create a bunch of opposites to do this cross, because we can move this over here to form an opposite pair, and we can also move this back here, which also gives us an opposite pair. And then what we can do, we actually got a pair right here. I probably wouldn't see that as I was solving it though. Then we can do a U to create another opposite, but we don't want to insert that in right away. Then we can just insert all these pieces in here like that, and we got a cross which is offset by D2. And then to insert this red piece in, we can just insert it in as we're fixing our cross. And that actually turned out being good considering it gave me a pair. So we can just insert that in the back like this. So next we got this case right here. A lot of people actually do this differently. Some people would just set it up in the top layer, but really all you need to do this is just move this corner back here, and then we can pair them up like that, and then I can insert that from the back. And we actually got the exact same case here. It's just on the right side instead. So once again, move this to the back, pair them up like that, and then insert. And I would actually do it from this angle because I can see these two pieces here. And yeah, and then this is the very easy case. All we need to do is hide this edge. Usually you hide the corner, but in this case we want to hide the edge, and then do a U2, and then when we bring it back up, it can be easily inserted. And OLL case that I don't know, and then this is an OLL case that I do know, and then a nice, once again, another J-perm. I don't actually like this J-perm case. I like the other J-perm case. That's a lot faster to execute. And yeah, those are 5 example solves. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is 5 example solves. I'm going to do another video sometime later of me doing 5 more, but this time it's going to be me actually solving them. So you guys will see how much worse I am when I'm actually solving it, if that is the case. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Any tips will be appreciated. Anyways, see you guys next time.